Hi lovelies. So I just spent several minutes running around looking for my phone to do this live to find that it was on my tripod where I left it after this morning's live. So hey, winning. So most of you who have been here for a while will know about muscle testing, why we do it and how we do it. But for those of you that are new, I will just talk you through it very briefly. So muscle testing is actually a tool from kinesiology. That's much easier to say than it is to spell. And we use muscle testing because it allows you to get the truth of what you're feeling, believing, and holding on to deep in your soul from your unconscious mind. So it's a really useful tool to use. It may take a bit of practice to learn how to ask the right questions, but once you get that sorted, it's a very, very useful tool. And if you're not already aware of this, there is a post somewhere a few days ago where I said for those of you who contribute the most this month, who post and comment and share the most, I will give the top 3 of you, I think I said, a private muscle testing session with me. So I can jump on a call live with you, scan your energy and find out exactly what it is that you're holding on to that needs to be released so your life can get easier and more sparkly and joyful. So, excuse me. So the reason I was called to do this was because last night when I was doing my moon manifesting sessions, I found that the people in that group were holding on to a huge amount of fear that they were unaware of. And when I looked into this on a deeper level, I was shown that a lot of people are holding on to fear as a form of protection. Now, on a conscious, superficial level, that might sound completely batshit crazy. So bear with me for a minute and I will try and explain that. So imagine that something happened to you and you had an experience where you were really hurt by someone or really betrayed. So maybe you invest a lot of money with someone and they ran away with your money and stole it. And that caused you a lot of problems. So now you have a lot of fear around investing money because you hold on to that fear because it reminds you that when you invested your money, someone ran away with it and it caused you problems. Therefore, it's not safe. But as long as you keep that fear, it reminds you not to do that again and it protects you. So it's actually not really protecting you, but on an unconscious level, it very much is. So I can see there's someone with me live. I don't know who that is. I highly recommend that you wait until I've finished and come back and watch the replay. I'm about to explain why. So as we muscle test, I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. I'm going to ask you to make a statement which will be a belief and to test for it. Now, if we do this live, it means I'm waiting to find out if you've tested or not. You're waiting for me to start if you've finished, and you might want to take notes. So the reason I suggest that you do this on replay is so that you can pause me between each belief and you can write a note of what you tested for and whether you tested yes or no. If you leave comments, and I would love you to, because once I've done this, everything is then out of context. If you just write, oh, I got a yes to that, or oh, I got a no to that, I have no idea what that is. So whatever you get, if you say, oh, I tested yes for, please tell me what that belief was. So I'm going to show you very simply how to do the muscle testing. The only thing you need to do for this is to make sure that you've drunk plenty of water and you're hydrated. And I'm just going to stand up to show you how to do this. So you might not be able to see my head. That's fine. What I want you to focus on is my body. Don't say that very often. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what happens for you. So I'm wearing a huge jump. I don't know if you can see this very well. So what I'm going to get you to do when you muscle test is to stand up with your feet hip width apart, very relaxed, with your knees slightly bent, with your arms at your sides, and then with your eyes closed, out loud, you're going to say yes, yes, yes. And you'll see that my body tilts forward. I didn't do that. It is a natural response. And the other way, if I say no, 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 you will see my body tilts backwards, and that's a no. So for those, Julia and Jennifer, lovely to have you. Please come back and watch the replay. It will be much easier and much smoother for you if you do it that way. The only reason I'm doing this live is because it's actually much easier to do it live than for me to record it and spending hours uploading it, because it's very, very slow. So once you're muscle testing correctly that you're going forwards for yes and backwards for no, if you're not, drink some more water. So now I'm going to run through the beliefs that I want you to test for. And for these beliefs, if you're testing correctly, you will get a no. So these are beliefs that you don't want to be holding on to. And if you are holding them, they need changing. So okay, and some of these are buried very deep, so I'm going to ask you to test all of them on each of the levels. So the first belief I want you to test for, and again, you're going to say this out loud, and ideally you want to test no, so you want to go backwards for this. So the first one I want you to test is, on a soul level, I am holding on to fear. On a soul level, I am holding on to fear. On a core level, I am holding on to fear. On a core level, I am holding on to fear. On a history level, I am holding on to fear. On a history level, I am holding on to fear. On a genetic level, I am holding on to fear. On a genetic level, I am holding on to fear. So if you got a no to all of those, that's amazing. That means you're holding no fear anywhere in your body or your energy, in your DNA, through your ancestral line, anywhere. And if you got no to all of those, I would love to know, because I have yet to meet anyone that's not holding on to any fear. So now we're going to go a bit deeper and see why you're holding on to that fear. Okay, so out loud, you're going to say, my fear reminds me who I am. My fear reminds me who I am. And ideally, you want a no for this. Okay, I think we need to do that on all of the levels. So again, on a soul level, my fear reminds me who I am. On a history level, my fear reminds me who I am. On a history level, my fear reminds me who I am. On a genetic level, my fear reminds me who I am. So yes, no is going backwards, Jennifer. This is why it's better to do it on the replay, when you can pause and stop and take your time. I'm holding onto fear to honor my ancestors. I'm holding onto fear to honor my ancestors. Kate, lovely, this is going to make no sense to you whatsoever. I would absolutely wait until I finished. Come back and watch the replay, then you'll have the beginning, you'll understand what I'm talking about, and you'll be able to work it all through at your own pace. So where was I, Credo? Where was I? On any level, I'm holding on to fear to honor my ancestors. So for all of these, ideally we want a no. If you're getting a yes, that means there's some work to do and some clearing that needs to be done. My fear keeps me safe. My fear keeps me safe. My fear protects me. My fear protects me. On all levels, my fear protects me. My fear reminds me to be a good person. This came up a lot last night where I was tuning into energies and find that there were some people that in previous lifetimes, in different incantations or through the ancestral lines, hadn't always been great people. They may have used fear to manipulate or control other people. And they have a lot of guilt and issues around that they're holding on to. Okay, Creator, what else is there? Okay. My fear keeps others safe. My fear keeps others safe. So again, ideally we want a no to all of these beliefs. We don't want you holding on to any of these. Okay, so now for the next two, ideally you want a yes to these. So it is safe for me to let go of all my fears. It is safe for me to let go of all my fears. Oh, apparently not, because that triggered some throat chakra stuff very quickly. Sure, that might be my belief. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. It's safe for me to let go of all my fears. No, that wasn't my belief. That was someone else's. I know how to release fear with ease. I know how to release fear with ease. Again, you want a yes for this. I know how to release fear and remain honorable. I know how to release fear and remain honorable. Okay, this is a new one. So this should be a no if you're testing correctly. Oh, that came and went. It might have cleared. Creator, what was that? No, whatever that was, it cleared as I was saying it. Okay. Fear is my punishment. Fear is my punishment. So some of you are carrying really old stuff around with you from previous lifetimes, from your ancestors, and that sense of you having a particular fear about something as that is your punishment or your atonement. So you want a no for that. Fear is my punishment. I'm going to test through the levels on this one because it feels really big. So on a soul level, fear is my punishment. On a history level, fear is my punishment. On a genetic level, fear is my punishment. On an ancestral level, fear is my punishment. Okay, so quite often when we release fear from our bodies, our wonderfully complex unconscious mind decides that it will transmute it into something else because it feels we haven't learned those lessons yet. So I just want to get you to test for some other things to make sure that hasn't just instantly gone, okay, I won't be scared, I'll be resentful instead, or I won't be scared, I'll be angry, or whatever that is. So I just want to check what that might have shifted into if we haven't cleared anything yet. First of all, I'm holding on to other people's fears. There's a lot of fear in the collective around us right now, and whether you're aware of it or not, we are all connected. We are all one. The collective is incredibly powerful. It can be powerful in the most wonderful ways, and it can be powerful in less wonderful ways. So you may have heard of the Maharaji effect, where they've measured if you get a group of people meditating, it shifts the energy and the behavior of people around where they're meditating. They've done studies where crime rates drop, where, people get into less arguments, acts of kindness are reported. Collective energy is an incredibly powerful thing. So even if you're unaware of it, the fact that there is so much fear and stress and drama out there right now means that you can be taking that on unconsciously because it's being thrown at you from so many different directions all the time. So just check for that. I'm holding on to other people's fears. So you want a no for that. And it is safe for me to release other people's fears. You want a yes for this. It is safe for me to release other people's fears. Okay, so now I want to look at the other emotions that might have shifted into. Okay, so we're going to look at stress. Okay, so I am holding stress in my body. So again, ideally we want a no for all of these. I'm holding stress in my body. I'm holding stress in my energy. I'm holding stress in my organs. I'm holding stress in my chakras. I'm holding stress in my DNA. Okay, so I need stress to be motivated. We want a no for this. A lot of people have got into that space where their bodies have been producing so much adrenaline for so long that they feel that's the only source of motivation that they can have. And when you get into this space, quite often what happens, in the same way a drug addict, their body gets physically addicted to something. If you're in that space of constantly producing stress hormones and chemicals in your body needs its fix. So your body and your unconscious will work together, and they will keep creating and manifesting situations that keep you stressed, so your body keeps getting that physical hit. And we really want to get you all out of that place. It's a rubbish place to live. It means you're always on high alert. You're always tense. It's just not somewhere I want you all to be in. So once more, I need stress to be motivated. So ideally you want a no for that. Okay, so let's just try that. My body is addicted to adrenaline. My body is addicted to adrenaline. So again, you want this to be a no. Okay, so we've instantly gone from stress to resentment, which makes perfect sense, because if you've got someone in your life who is always pushing your buttons and always triggering you, and you feel that they're the person making you stressed, whether it's your boss, your parents, your neighbor, whatever that is, then you get resentment. Yeah, it's like, oh, this person, it's all their fault. It's not, but we get into that space. So I don't want to keep you here for hours and hours. I thought this was going to be a quick session, but I can feel lots of stuff coming up. So on any level, I am holding resentment. If you get a yes for that, please test on a soul level, on a history level, on a genetic level, and on an ancestral level. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm going to be here all night. Please let me know what results you got for this. I would love, absolutely love for you all to be testing correctly, and for none of you to be holding on to any fear, stress or resentment anywhere in your bodies or your energy fields, because that would be truly amazing. If that's the case, leave. You don't need me. You're doing amazingly well. Of course you're welcome, but you don't need me. If you didn't test correctly, if you got a lot of no's or even any no's, let me know and we'll see what we can do to change that for you. I may do a clearing session, a group clearing session this weekend. If that sounds like something you'd be part of, then let me know in the comments and I will see if I can create time to do that for you. If you are feeling overwhelmed and stressed and fatigued and exhausted, first of all, please know it's not just you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not your fault. You're not the only one. It is out there. It is real. It is heavy. It is collective. You're not alone. There is always support for you in this group. I'm always here for you personally. You're always welcome to message me. My inbox is always open, not for voicemail, so you know I don't like those. You can write to me as often as you wish. I will get back to you unless I'm sleeping or it's very late, but I will always get back to you. If I don't, tag me, remind me. I'm not here to gloss over something. If I don't have the answer for you personally, I will tune in, I will ask Creator, and if I'm guided that there's another healer out there for you to work with, I will connect you with them. I don't care who you get support from. I don't care if it's me or someone else. What I care about, what matters to me, is that you get the support that you need. And if that's not from me, I probably know the right person to help you. Or I can show you and help you find somewhere else to look for that person. If you do want to look at this deeper and deeper, I am creating a 5-day course that I'll be starting soon. It's not time yet, I keep being told. In my eagerness to help you all be happier with more focus and clarity and ease and joy in your life, I want to start it now, tomorrow, but I'm being guided and told not yet, but that is coming very soon. It will be a 5-day process. I want to get you in and out quickly. I don't want you staying in that space. And over that space of 5 days, I will take you through that's very difficult to say. Mindset shifts. There was very nearly some shit in there, but there it is. I will take you through some different tools, some clearings, and every day I will go in and do live healing to make sure that we can clear as many of those beliefs, patterns and programs that I possibly can during that time, and download them and change them and give you new beliefs and new ways of thinking and feeling that will help you move forward with so much more ease and focus and confidence and clarity, because that's how you all deserve to be living. So the first round of that I'm gonna make available at the crazy price of £111, or £111 £11, because you know I like my angel numbers, or $155 if you'd like to know more about that. I will put a link below and you can jump on a call with me and then we can have a chat and see if that feels right for you. I'm all talked out. I'm going to love you all and leave you. Please do let me know how you got on with the muscle testing. If you have any questions, of course, get in touch. Again, if it doesn't feel right for you to share publicly, you're very welcome to message me privately. But just be aware that if you're in this space, everyone is here for the same thing. And if something you're not sure about, I promise you, you won't be the only person. There's always someone waiting for someone else to ask the question, make the statement. There are no silly questions. There are only things that you don't know yet. We're all still learning. We're all sharing. We're all here to learn and support one another. Huge love. I will see you all very soon. I'm looking forward to your results. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And if you're in the UK, enjoy your newfound freedom. I think we're just about to lose ours, but I'm staying in the space that it could all change. Huge love to you all. I'll see you all very soon. Good night.